Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. In to score the runner from third. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one-hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Very weakly on the ground. Ready on 1-2. Fouled back. He'll try again, 1-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 2 and the Yankees 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Well, maybe that fooled him, or maybe he wasn't looking for it, but man, he hung him a curveball right there in the middle. For him to not swing the bat, being the power hitter he is, who sees a lot of breaking pitches, makes me think he's looking for something else.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throw into second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Here comes the first pitch. Matt Holliday will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper back his way. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Judge. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Man, I'm a little surprised he's throwing as well as he is. He's pitching less than 40% first pitch strikes, and it's either very deceptive or his stuff is electric to the hitters. Usually that doesn't happen when you're behind that much to have this kind of success. Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
Looking to punch him out again. Pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. McCann has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the shortstop,
Here's DIDI Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there at the letters 0-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Soft liner toward short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Hey, off the bat, it didn't look pretty, but man, he drives in the run with that little soft liner. That's what you're looking for. Drive him in any way you can.
Here's Chase Headley, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. From the stretch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Reddick has a read on it. And that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. And we are tied 2-2. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Bregman.
Hard hit towards center. Williams is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Favorable call in there for a strike. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Lays off. 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to third. There to take it is Headley. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, left NORI AOKI.
Here's NORI AOKI, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Into the windup and the pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. Williams comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Mason Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. In there, no balls and a strike. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer giving chase, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, STARLIN CASTRO.
Here's STARLIN Castro. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First offering on its way. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
That misses. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1. McHugh's ready. 3-1 on its way. And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Ready for another shot now. Gary Sanchez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way out in front. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1 through 5, all even at 2-2. Digging in and looking for more, George Springer. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point.
George.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
And 1 gone.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. A hit in 2 tries so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The batter, number 1.
Man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. That's hit to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here it comes. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The designated hitter,
Matt Holliday standing in now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 now to Holliday. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. McCann has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So that knock keeps the bottom of the 6th inning hot. Ready for another chance? DIDI Gregorius. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Michael Feliz The 6'4" right-hander comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Michael Ali. Now batting.
Stepping in now, Chase Headley.
Headley.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Oh, and Headley can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
Well, that's 2 impressive fastballs. 2 mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the 7th. It's now 4-2 New York. Back here in the Bronx, Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Reddick.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Over toward the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the 1st out of the inning.
What a terrific pitch. Some people call that a Hall of Fame type of pitch. There's not much you can do when a pitcher executes one like that and puts it right on the black. Only thing you can do, go back to the dugout.
Digging in once again, Yulieski Gurriel. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Headley's got it. Throw gets him 2 down.
The catcher, number 16, Brian McCann.
Ready once again, Brian McCann. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat. 0-1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail it here 4-2. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there.
Mason Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. Mason Williams stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding in once again, Brett Gardner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Hey, this catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. No one out with a runner at second. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. He's set. Here's the 3-0. A high fastball is in there. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as they open it up to 6-2 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The batter, number 14.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Second baseman, Starlin.
As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out to right field. Reddick will wait on it, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter.
So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Here comes the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Ball 2.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive some.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Here's a high pop-up. Altuve is there for it. 2 down.
First baseman, number 33, Greg.
A left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
Oh, that was a good-looking slider to hit. He kind of hung him one. When you got a slider right there and it's spinning towards you, that's the one you annihilate.
Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. Solo shot to right center. Number 11 for him on the season, and the lead is now 7-2.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Matt Holliday standing in now, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Here's a pop-up now. Gurriel posts under it, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Yankees 7 and the Astros 2. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
68, Dylan Betances.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Third baseman,
He's
number
0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Bregman.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
A 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Gregorius is there. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 3.
8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Here's Nori Aoki. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Luke Gregerson is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Luke Gregerson.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Aaron Judge.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count. 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I really like what he did right there. 2-0. He wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0. He made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
Hit hard on the ground to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, we always expect him. If he's got 2 hits in the hit column, something's going to be over the boards. But hey, he'll take the 2 singles. Not complaining.
GREGORUS.
Here's DIDI GREGORUS as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 delivery. And a fastball just a bit up. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson, 0 for 4. Nobody out, runner on first. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
From the belt, the pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Ready now, Chase Headley. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Here's the 1-2 pitch now to Headley. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On the ground to the right side, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. As a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles. Just found the hole.
In now, Mason Williams, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Brett Gardner now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 1-1. And that one stayed up a little high. His lifetime numbers against Gregerson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Good sinker that time as he gets a piece and chops it foul at home plate. The payoff pitch one more time. And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're on top 7-2. Brian Mitchell comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Brian Mitchell.
Here's George Springer. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Number 4, George Springer.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Just got a piece up the line, but it gets fouled. Tried to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1-2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Judge looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Judge moves over. One down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop.
A reminder to stick around at the conclusion of the ball game this afternoon, as we'll get you full highlights of today's contest right here on the show. Ready for another shot now. Carlos Correa. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And that misses, ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Grounded to third. Headley's got it. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out now.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
At the plate, Josh Reddick. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series, as this one is over. And this afternoon's game ends 7-3. Jordan Montgomery earned his 5th win of the year. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 6.